that was and then on the last night, after we taped my podcast with John Jones, we continued the effort to give me cauliflower ear, which is this absurd thing I've been working on. I started with Chuck Liddell, then Ronda Rousey, then Jorge Masvidal, and finally John Jones. John Jones took his current light heavyweight championship belt, laid it on top of my ear, and just went after it with a hammer. And actually lost a chunk of my ear.
Really?
Just a little one, yeah. It was hanging off. We cut it off with scissors. John kept part of my ear.
Can we see your ear? Can we see?
Well, yeah, you see, after all this effort, it seems that I'm just not, I'm one of these people that doesn't get cauliflower ear.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
It's,
some guys just don't get it, right?
Yeah.
So, some guys just don't get it, and it's not for a lack of effort, that's for sure. God, the amount of things that I've done with all of these people, all of these legends, in all these creative ways, I really, really have tried hard to get it.
Do you train too? Sorry, man. You said you went to Jackson Wink and you got to spar with John and Holly. Do you train?
Not in an MMA sense at all. I mean, I'm an active guy. I ride my bicycle. I love to surf, skateboard, and all that stuff. But yeah, no part of me is a fighter. I'm just a diehard fight fan.
You know, with the whole cauliflower ear, it's weird that you want it. Why do you want the cauliflower ear?
This is when Dana White asked me that question, and I told him, because when a man has cauliflower ear, he gets respect.
Oh, yeah, I mean, well, shit, man, just fucking, it's weird though, because I mean, the cauliflower ear, you gotta kind of earn. You can't, otherwise you just look like another, you'll be like a douche with one of those affliction shirts, being like, respect me, I'm a fighter, and you're not.
That's what Joe Rogan told me.
Oh, there you go.
He was opposed to the idea of me trying to get cauliflower ear. And, you know, I think it's, for a lot of people, I would agree with you. But for me, being a dip jackass guy, trying to get cauliflower ear at the hands of legitimate MMA legends,
there you go.
I think I give myself a pass for that. But, you know, moot point because it didn't work.
Well, I give you a pass on that too.
Well, release the set. Back. 1, 2, come.
So I wouldn't be against a rematch for Whittaker if he gets a win here, but at the same time, if Till gets a win, absolutely, I'd want to see that fight against Adesanya. And I'll be honest, like as dangerous as Paulo Costa is, I just think he's a more reckless version of striking version than Yoel Romero. I don't think he poses the same kind of problems to any of these guys. I mean, of course, if he catches you, it's the if-bomb. It's like fighting Derek Lewis. You know, if he catches you, he's going to knock you out. But if he doesn't catch you, you could probably make him look quite silly with your skills and technique. And I think all three of these guys have got the skills and ability to make Paulo Costa look like a powerlifter, which is really what he is in comparison to these martial artists.
So what do you think about this matchup itself? I mean, I know you said you haven't talked a lot about the fight, but I mean, a former champion, obviously a guy that has a lot of respect in the game. I mean, does this excite you at all as a big fight?
Yes, of course. If I beat Robert Whittaker Saturday night, the only way to go is to the title. I've come at middleweight, and a lot of people say he's only had 2 fights, but look at my 2 fights. This is why, for every young fighter out there, or for every fighter in the UFC who sometimes may turn down fight, you got to take these big risks because they'll pay off. So I didn't campaign for a title shot after I beat Stephen Thompson in Liverpool because it didn't quite feel I deserved it. But now, if I beat Robert Whittaker Saturday, which is a big ask and a big mountain to climb, you know, the only fight for me, you know, I say Israel Adesanya a lot, but you know, them two, him and Costa, are scheduled to fight. The only fight for me is a title fight.
say be cocky, eat cocky, right?